Hello. Today I'm talking about the intense Jupiter Gandanta transit between Scorpio and Sagittarius that we are all going to experience between March to May. What it is, how to deal with it, all will be revealed. Hello, everybody. This is Komilla Sutton. And as you can see, I'm back home now in USA, back from India. And this is my first recording here that I'm doing of Jupiter in Gandanta. This is quite an intense transit. It should not be ignored, yet we should learn how to deal with it. So the main information is this, that normally when even slower moving planets are transiting Gandanta positions, they don't take a long time. They'll be 1 week at a maximum 10 days. But when there are some times when unusual times where this transit is long, stretched out, and very complex. And therefore, then we should pay even more attention to it. I have always watched all the Gandanta transits, and I've been grateful that I've watched them and taken conscious, stabilizing decisions during that time so that I'm not getting caught up in the unsettled energy. So the first most important thing is that one of the most complex Gandantas is between Scorpio and Sagittarius. They are two very intense signs. Gandanta is 29 degrees, 12 minutes of Scorpio to 48 minutes of Sagittarius. That is the Gandanta zone. That is what we are watching. Now, Scorpio is a Tamasic sign, and Sagittarius is Sattvic sign. There's no meeting between Sattva and Tamas. There's no activity. So for the Tamas, which is darkness, ignorance, compromise issues to break, it's very difficult. And when these Gandantas, Gand means a knot and Anta is the end, there's a knot of issues that have got coagulated in that area. That means there's all sorts of things. Just like when you allow dirt to collect, the dirt becomes fixed. And then when you want to clean it out, it is very difficult. But when a planet like Jupiter or Saturn or any of the planets go through the Gandanta, it is shifting that energy. So it is making us clean that energy up. And what happens is, and especially with a slow moving planet, that it, cleans it, and the dust or the negativity, just like when you start cleaning, first the dirt comes and then only you can see the clarity inside. From a spiritual point of view, this can be a very powerful Gandanta for breaking through some old karmic knots and to reveal our inner self. But we have to be careful, because the first process of this Gandanta is there's negativity or dirt that comes up. If you've ever seen, if you clean something, the water gets dirty and then you have to throw it away and purify it. So this is a very important Gandanta. So the dates are 15th of, let me just get the dates right. I'm a bit jet lagged, as you may know, I see. So anyway, 15th of March, the Gandanta begins, and it is in when Jupiter goes into 29 degrees, 12 minutes of Scorpio, and then it remains in that position on 29th of March. Jupiter goes to 0 degrees Sagittarius, and then it will retrograde at 10 minutes of Sagittarius on 10th of April. And then it will retrograde back and remains in Sagittarius till 22nd of April. And then in the Scorpio Gandanta position till 6th of May. So what is happening is that because Jupiter is stationing at Gandanta, retrograding back, Jupiter is very slow. In fact, this whole Gandanta transit becomes very intense because it's very slow. It is going over this point. And so as it moves slowly towards 0 degrees of Sagittarius, then it retrogrades. So we've got almost like a month and 2 weeks or 3 weeks that Gandanta period is on. And and then the other point is this, why the intensity of this Gandanta is more. Jyeshta Devi, Jyeshta is a very intense nakshatra, Mula is an intense nakshatra. The two Devis, Jyeshta Devi and Niriti Devi, both are very fierce goddesses and they represent raw energy, but they want you to follow the path of truth and be careful with any negative thinking, negative behavior. So not only this is the Tamas Sattva, the Jyeshta Mula, so it's a very complex nakshatra and it's all slowly unraveling. And remember that first come the toxins and then there will be beauty. Especially if you're on a spiritual path, you can continue doing your spiritual things and not take any negative thing. Negative thing can come with people criticizing, people saying you're on the wrong way, giving you wrong advice. So be extremely careful during this time of taking wrong advice. I think two things I wrote down here: not listening to wise advice or taking wrong advice. So I would say that be conscious that this is not the easiest time and how are you going to deal with it. And at the same time, it's an unsettled period. It's not a dangerous period. It's an unsettled period alongside with all the other dramas of Saturn Ketu and Saturn retrograde and all the other dramas. This is a time that we have to keep our feet on the ground. We have to be very conscious. The two signs, Sagittarius and Pisces. Sagittarius, of course, is going through all sorts of difficulties. So there's nothing straightforward for Sagittarius. Patience is their best virtue. Patience, detachment, doing spiritual things, karma yoga, because Saturn, Ketu are in the Lagna, Jupiter's in Gandanta. For Pisces, it's slightly easier because it's the 9th, 10th house. So the Gandanta is still there, but it's the 9th, 10th house that is being activated. So slightly less. Personally, I found that all Gandantas, whether they are whatever sign you are, the Gandanta energy means that the world is unstable because it's a transit. It's not in your own chart. It is a transit. So you have to be conscious of it, careful of it, and take the responsibility on yourself. If you're in doubt, wait it out. Don't think that I have to do everything in 1 month and the life will, what's the thing? I can't wait. It's sometimes better to wait and to be wise and take your time over the situations, not rush into it. And especially, April when the Jupiter turns retrograde, those 2 days, 10th April is going to turn retrograde. It's all Gandanta. And 12 years ago, this Gandanta created a major financial crisis. When Jupiter went into Sagittarius, it's a major transformative energy. It may not be that this time it's a major financial crisis, but what happens, especially when Jupiter goes from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the start of the spiritual path. So it is natural default is some transformation. But this big Gandanta is there. The transformation is there, but we don't know as yet what is happening. So don't be predisposed about the transformation. No, it's an unsettled time. I'm going to take care. I'm going to keep my feet on the ground, be conscious of it, and then you'll be dealing with it in a much better way. And especially follow the path of truth, do the right thing, honor the higher energy, and not be in a rush to do things. I think that is important. So all the best, and take good care. Now, one final thing I just thought of it is that actually Jupiter is quite comfortable in Scorpio, in Sagittarius. So therefore, his process of this Gandanta transit is to make you, to uplift your energy towards Sattva, towards higher self. So this is not a time to compromise, but at the same time, because of the Gandanta, just be conscious, just be careful. And this next 15 days, 1 month and 15 days are for you to be very patient with whatever you do. All the best. Thank you very much. Check out my website, and lots more to report, really, because so much is happening. You'll see many videos from me. Thank you.